Right, so we're diving deep into social selling specifically for tech innovators.
You've handed us a smart stack of info
Yeah,
to dive into.
it's a jungle out there. But this deep dive is going to equip you with the knowledge to not just survive, but thrive.
Absolutely.
We're going to be breaking down this awesome guide called Engage and Convert, a guide to social selling for tech innovators.
Yes.
And we're going to distill the key strategies, uncover some maybe surprising trends, and really give you actionable takeaways to up your game in this social selling arena.
Because it's a competitive one.
Oh, yeah.
Got to stand out.
Absolutely. And for example, did you know that personal branding is just as important for your CEO as it is for the sales team?
It really is.
Yeah, we'll dive into why that is. But first, let's just kind of set the scene here.
Yeah.
What is social selling in the tech world? It's not just about slapping up a LinkedIn profile and calling it a day, is it?
No, not at all. It's about building relationships and providing value. It's about becoming a trusted advisor rather than just a salesperson.
So how is that different than traditional selling?
Well, I think in traditional selling, the focus is often on like cold calling and closing deals as quickly as possible. But social selling is a much more long-term game. It's about nurturing leads and building trust over time.
Okay, so in tech, that trust is key.
Yeah.
How does that play out specifically when we're talking about tech products and services?
It's about showcasing your expertise. So think blog posts, breaking down complex topics, webinars offering solutions, or even, those lively Twitter debates about the latest AI breakthrough.
So really turning that knowledge into currency.
Exactly. You become that thought leader, the voice that people trust in a sea of information. And that trust, well, it translates to sales.
Okay, so we need to choose our battlegrounds wisely. Which platforms are the MVPs for tech innovators?
Well, LinkedIn is the powerhouse for B2B. It's where you connect with industry leaders, share thought leadership content, and really position yourself as an expert.
So it's like the digital conference room.
Yes, exactly. That's a great way to put it. It's where deals get made.
Love it. But what about those quick-fire updates and riding the wave of a trending topic? That's got to be Twitter, right?
Absolutely. Twitter's all about speed and agility. You can spar with influencers, spark debates, and stay on the cutting edge of tech news.
Now, Facebook, it seems like everyone's grandma hangs out there. Not exactly a tech hub. Is it even relevant for social selling anymore?
You might be surprised. Facebook may not be the shiny new toy anymore, but it's still incredibly powerful for building communities and targeting your ads very specifically.
It's the OG of social media, right? It's got that massive reach.
It does. You can think of it as the virtual town square. You build a loyal following, a community around your brand.
Okay, and then here's a curveball. What about those visual platforms like Instagram and TikTok? Are those just for showing off latte art?
Not at all, especially for tech where the visual impact of a product can be huge. You can do sleek unboxing videos, behind-the-scenes peeks of the development process, even user-generated content showing your tech in action.
So it's a way to showcase the personality behind the product.
Exactly.
Okay, so we've got the platforms locked and loaded. Now, how do we make sure that a profile is actually turning into a lead-generating machine?
It's all about first impressions. Your profile is like your digital storefront. That photo, it needs to scream approachable tech genius, not recluse coder.
No awkward selfies in dimly lit basements.
Exactly.
Got it. What about that headline? Is that just our job title, or is there a secret formula here?
It's all about keywords. What would your ideal client typed into Google to find you? Weave those words in and add a dash of personality. Bam, you're on the radar.
Okay, headline's catchy, photos professional.
Right.
Now we need the meat of it, the summary section. What makes it really sing?
Okay. Imagine you're at a tech conference, someone says, "What do you do?" Your summary is that elevator pitch. Highlight your wins, the problems you solve. Back it up with numbers.
Oh, so numbers speak louder than words?
Absolutely. Data is your friend in the tech world. Quantify those achievements. Showcase those glowing testimonials, and don't be shy about flaunting those skills and endorsements.
And this isn't a set it and forget it situation, right? A stale profile, it's a missed opportunity.
Huge missed opportunity. You want to keep it fresh, keep it engaging. Think of it as your online resume, always evolving, always reflecting your latest wins and insights.
Always be closing, right? But we've got the platforms, we've got the profile.
Yeah.
Content is king, right?
Content is king.
You can't just sit back and expect the leads to roll in.
Well, the guide, Engage and Convert, dives deep into two key strategies. The first is thought leadership. It's about establishing yourself as the expert in your niche. Think insightful blog posts that break down complex tech trends or webinars that offer practical solutions to real-world problems.
So you're not just selling, you're educating.
Exactly.
But there is a ton of content out there.
Yeah,
How do you cut through the noise?
that's where content marketing comes in. Think of it as thought leadership with a strategy. It's about understanding your audience's pain points and crafting content that directly addresses their needs. This could be a white paper packed with data, a captivating video demo, or even an interactive quiz that helps them identify the right solution.
So it's not just adding to the noise, it's creating content that really resonates.
Exactly. And remember, engagement is key. Ask questions, respond to comments, spark conversations. The more interaction you generate, the more your content will stand out.
So how do we make that content truly grab people's attention? We're talking scroll-stopping, share-worthy content here.
Well, first, know your audience. Like, really know them. What are their pain points? What are they interested in? What are their aspirations? What format do they prefer? Once you understand their motivations, you can tailor your content so it resonates deeply.
Okay, so not a one-size-fits-all approach here.
Right.
What about format? Is it all blog posts, or can we get creative?
More diverse, the better. Think visually appealing infographics, bite-sized video explainers, even interactive tools that let your audience play with your tech virtually.
Ooh, and don't forget social proof.
Yeah.
People trust recommendations from their peers.
All right, absolutely.
So sprinkle in those testimonials and case studies and even user-generated content.
Absolutely. And don't be afraid to ask for interaction. Create polls, ask thought-provoking questions, host Q&A sessions. Make it a two-way street.
Okay. We've got the engagement going. People are loving our content. But how do we turn those likes and shares into actual deals? That's the million-dollar question.
That is the million-dollar question. It's where the magic of nurturing leads comes in. It's all about understanding each platform's nuances, being responsive, personable, and tailoring your content based on insights and data. Remember, consistency and long-term relationship building, those are key.
So you're playing the long game here,
Yes,
not just going for the hard sell.
that's right. It's about building trust and demonstrating value over time.
Okay. So at some point, we need to make the ask, right? How do we craft those calls to action that actually convert?
Think clarity, value, and a little bit of urgency. You want clear and concise language. Tailor your message.
Yeah.
You might want to incorporate urgency carefully, use visuals, and be sure to continuously test and optimize for maximum impact.
A little FOMO never hurt, right?
Yeah.
Okay, so we've crafted that perfect call to action. But, even with the smoothest process, not every lead is going to convert.
Right.
What about those who slip through the cracks?
Well, you never underestimate the power of a good follow-up. A well-timed email, a personalized LinkedIn message. It shows you're genuinely interested, and it keeps the door open for future opportunities.
So even if it's a no for now, you're planting those seeds.
Exactly. Sometimes a no today can turn into a yes down the road. Needs change. Maybe your offering evolves. You never know.
Now, let's be real here. Social selling sounds amazing, but it's not always a walk in the park. What are some of those roadblocks that companies, especially tech companies,